Welcome.
The experience.
The For a Laugh experience.
That you had to be live to experience and or catch up on.
Yes.
On VOD.
Yeah, you can watch it live. We film these live to anyone who doesn't know.
You don't have to. You can
broadcast out live. Or you can watch live or you can come afterwards.
Go back in time.
That's the beauty of the internet, folks.
That's the beauty of who else do you know at our level who does it live? Actually, I do know one other show, but
at our level, this level,
our level.
Do you see all this that we got?
Even I don't understand it.
It's
Thank
crazy.
God Dan does, because if Dan wasn't here, this technology, it makes my brain hurt.
Yeah,
I don't think I could ever figure it out.
That's why we keep it off camera. You know, we hint to it with this thing here, but
keeping it off camera, but also it's fun to show it occasionally because I feel like there's a lot of tech that goes into the show that
well, people don't know. They wonder. You know, they wonder about our show.
I'd say it's a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, I think so. Hell yeah.
I would like to say so.
Well,
welcome back to the For a Laugh podcast experience.
That's absolutely right. Thank you for joining us. We have a wonderful big show tonight, and there's so much to talk about, so much fun, as you might say. Yes, exactly. Well, speaking of that, let me crack open my bloody beer.
I finished my first one so I could crack open one.
Connor's drinking Stella Artois tonight. And spoiler
so that's
alert.
how you know, it's funny. I literally... All right, say it again.
Stella Artois.
Right, so I was literally looking at Stella today. I bought a 24 case. And I was like, everyone just calls it Stella. And I'm like, Artois?
Artois? Artois de Dewey?
So, Dan's... you're Belgium?
I just drink Corona. I think Stella's German, but
it says Belgium here.
Belgium, sorry. I don't mean to be Europhobic.
There's a place in the city. There's a place in the city called the Belgian Beer Bar, and they brew their own Stella, and it's lovely. And I'm not usually a Stella fan. I don't like these kind of beers normally, but you know, I like how it comes with you have to crack it open, and it's got this seal, and you pull it off.
Haha, nice.
It kind of feels like in an event when you're drinking a Stella. And also, it's green, so it looks like I'm drinking just water, which would obviously be healthier, but I'm not. I'm drinking Stella Artois.
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 Well,
Artois.
Joined with our Artois and our Corona, we have a big fun show this evening. It's got a whole lot to talk about. Of course, The Boys is finished. It's finally over.
You want me to eat shit? I'll eat your fucking shit.
Yeah,
okay,
it is over.
I guess we'll have to talk about spoilers. I mean, we've done pretty good at avoiding that.
It will be a spoiler-heavy discussion, that's for sure.
Just because Homelander's dead?
Yeah, that was Eric Kripke. Before the finale, he said that.
Other interesting...
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Eric, for spilling the beans before we... I mean, we all kind of knew that, surely.
Did we, though? Did we?
Maybe not.
Sure?
Maybe not.
I don't know. Anyway,
I'm getting too into it. I need to wait for the segment because
we're gonna get all into it.
I'm bad at that. I always start talking about the segment before we get to it. This is the preview. Stop talking about it, Connor. Stop talking about it.
So there's the returning face of someone we've covered here on the show before.
Yes.
And there's a little segment. This advert came up in my timeline, and we got to watch it because we've covered this comedian. He loves to appear in ads, and he loves it's good to see him back.
He loves a paycheck.
Yeah. So we also have Stephen Colbert.
He's gone, Dan. I hope you're okay with that.
The Late Show is over. Not just Stephen. The Late Show.
I know you're a fan, so
I guess.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah, I am particularly crybaby vibes over this. I got to be honest.
Did you watch the show? Clips.
I used to watch it I actually used to watch a lot of Colbert. I'd watch the monologues and stuff and the interviews. He's not a bad interviewer, but I wasn't super into it the last couple of years. I think he got a little too Trump focused and maybe cringe.
Oh my god, he couldn't.
Process.
That's his favorite person to talk about.
I think maybe he along the way a little bit he forgot to be funny. You know what I'm saying? So that was why I kind of fell off Colbert. But we will talk about everything surrounding his cancellation because it is a weird situation. He got taken off the air pretty much because Trump didn't like him. And we're going to get all over that.
That's the reason?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you. I'll tell you the reason. There's a few reasons, but that's a big one. Trump would, if it weren't for Trump, Colbert might still be beaming out to our TV sets every night. You know.
And he was celebrating, so.
And we have a couple of Instagram gems. That's
from yours truly.
Yep, Conor brought the goods this week.
Bit of an Instagram nut. I do. You find the most like. I mean, I found Geo for Instagram.
Yeah, true.
So you do find like the good old. We find good homies.
We've reached broad connections.
Gio, who's back home, by the way, from his trip, back to regular programming, doing his daily Simpson uploads. And we will have Gio back on the show. At this point, it might as well be episode or day 200.
Yeah, well, yeah.
For all that we know,
we've got to find a special celebration day to get Gio back on the show.
It's hard to get people on, but we'll try to figure out.
We're running. Jesus.
I'm sorry.
We're running a show here, folks. You know, it's good fun. So, well, with that wonderful show set up and looming, let's start off with something that we did not mention in the topics please. Yeah, this is a little secret project, I guess you might say, that we have cooking up.
Oh,
so, I don't know.
course.
Do you want to tease this for the beautiful folks out there?
Last week, when we finished the show, we planned to go to somewhere, and we did, and we filmed something. And the original plan was for the... Normally, I'm quite good at blaming myself for things, and I don't know if I can really blame myself for this one, because I ordered my laptop, and I guess because of the war... There's it literally said on JB Hi-Fi and everywhere that I went, this laptop is not in Western Australia.
Woof.
So, and I'm pretty sure it's not even in anywhere in Australia because basically I have to wait till next month.
Oh boy.
The 25th of next month. So it's the 23rd today. So I'm really upset about that because I think the footage that we got from the play. Can we say where we went? Do you want to say where we went?
I think we can say.
Okay, so we went to Dave and Buster's.
We went to Dave and Buster's.
The first ever one in Australia.
Oh, yeah.
And it opened up, so we went there for the opening night and we got footage. And I think, I haven't really gone through all the footage, but I think what we've got was actually really awesome. And I was really looking forward to editing it. I think, unfortunately, you're going to have to wait a little bit longer for it. And also, it'll probably take me about a week to edit the vlog. So you're probably looking at, unfortunately, maybe it'll be out in July, that sucks. I hate to say that, but it might come. The laptop might come sooner.
We're teasing you now with a Dave and Buster's segment. We went to the opening night of Dave and Buster's Australian expansion. So that will be an exciting vlog that will be coming out soon. We're not going to talk about it until we play the vlog on the show.
So we will play it. It will be done. Yeah. And I think there's a high chance that the laptop will come sooner. But we don't really know. The point is...
That's a contingency.
I've ordered it. That's the main thing. It's legally mine. And it should be arriving on my doorstep.
Yes. Very soon you will hear about all of the shenanigans we got up to at the barcade.
There's some great footage.
We got some...
Sometimes you just get good footage, and there's a few things that we got that I think were fun and
make for a good video
and kind of like unpredictable. So
and a good experience. I mean, a little teaser would be that I definitely thought it was interesting. I actually don't know how similar it is to American Dave and Buster's, to be honest.
Well, according to a drunken ex-chef that we ran into, it is not similar at all.
Well,
as he slurred out his words to us.
That's a beautiful tease. It is a beautiful tease and a tee up.
He was there. He had a few. But that's okay. We did too. So, keen as to finally show you it when it's ready. And I genuinely get excited for it. I've planned it in my head how I want to do it. And I think it's going to be really fun. So I think it's going to be really funny. And
looking forward to that.
I've storyboarded it in my head.
Wow, fantastic! You know.
So look forward to that, and it will premiere on the show, and the show will be out for I think 24, 48 hours, and then we'll chuck the vlog up on the channel. So if you want to watch it through that, you want to watch it through the show, that's entirely up to you.
And as usual, if you are fresh, just before we get into the show, don't forget to subscribe and like if you're enjoying what you're seeing, or if any of these topics today interest you and you like our yapping about it. If you want to check us out on short form content, we are on Instagram, For a Laugh Pod, and TikTok with the same handle. Thank you, and good luck and good night. Well, not good night, because we're getting into it.
It's good to have the same handle, because on 50%, Aiden and I have at 50Doctor on Twitter and Instagram, and it's like at 50Doctor Who on TikTok. That's annoying.
Yeah.
It's annoying when you can't get the same handle for everything.
You want to get that brand synergy. Brand synergy, folks.
Are we youtube.com/4alaugh?
I think we're 4laugh pod on YouTube as well.
youtube.com/4laugh pod if you want to get to us quicker.
Yes, that's right.
We'll always be here, and we'll always be great.
Okay, you got to put an at.
Dan is a great guy.
youtube.com/at.
Okay,
4laugh.
youtube.com/at
4laugh
pod.
podcast.
Yeah, dude.
Thank you.
Yeah, dude.
All right, let's jump right in to the show that we have for
Let's
you
do
today.
it. Let's run into it.
So, Connor, you might recognize this face.
Do I?
We have covered
Of course.
this fella on the show.
Yeah, it's like an old bit we did.
Oldies.
Yeah, the oldies fans of the show might recognize our next guest. But we have a little
Here he
bit of
is.
a returning fan favorite here. So this guy, to anyone not in the loop, is like a
Yes.
local Australian comedian. And I guess he went viral doing TikToks. And a lot of what he would do was like characters, right? He plays characters. He does silly TikToks. He's dress up. He's an actor type. And he really went viral because he did a bunch of adverts with Hungry Jack's.
Right, yes.
And I think he did a few...
It's Parma.
Yeah.
God.
He dressed up all
Really
right.
not my thing, this guy's like bits. He kind of...
But you know what is
Yeah.
interesting about this fella is that the brands love him.
They do.
He's obviously great to work with on set. And
Yeah, they obviously have kind of found like a bit of a lightning in the bottle with this guy, because...
they keep bringing him back. And, it's interesting because he... some influencers who do ads for brands, like they keep it in the... like vertical video filmed on their phone kind of
Right.
style.
Not this
He
guy.
has kind of graduated to the sets.
He
the
is
nice
lights,
cameras.
camera, action.
Oh, this is Mr. Hollywood right here.
It's funny that you show this, because I went into Chemist Warehouse the other day, a fellow chemist branch here in
Right.
Australia,
Of course.
and I did take a picture. He was on advertisement.
Ooh.
He was on a poster for literally this.
My
What's this
man.
got to be like a supplement? And it's funny that you now bring this in, because I was going to send you that photo. I forgot to do it. This was weeks ago. And
Amazing.
now that you show this, I'm pretty sure this was the thing that he's on posters. He's that big.
This is the interesting part of like this type of advertising, because it says here that this was uploaded like 10 months ago. So this ad campaign was shot a little while ago, but I got this ad on YouTube like yesterday or the day before, so that's why I'm talking about it. You obviously saw him still in the pharmacy, so it's like,
And that was a few weeks ago.
this is like an ongoing ad campaign that he's a part of. So the ad is mostly like, I don't know, upbeat music and stuff, so we don't need to look at the music. He doesn't really say anything, but you got to appreciate his performance here.
I'm excited to see it.
We start off, and I believe these are onions, right?
Garlic.
That's a classic. That's a classic move right there. Try your elbow. Oh man.
Man, he's very theatrical, isn't he?
And look at that face. I mean, he's very
Very theatrical. He gets into it. Even
Yeah.
the most simplest scene has to be like very out there, and
I can't, for the life of me, I can't remember his name.
he's got garlic hanging from him like a necklace. So I guess
Vampire
vampires
vibes.
don't come after him. Right, so he's basically shown all of the vegetables and fruits you need to use to get all of these supplements, to get all this goodness in your body, and I'm guessing they're going to show that you
Right.
can do it through one tablet per day.
It's like a bunch of garlic, a
Don't
bunch
do
of
this,
lemon.
dude. He's so theatrical. Yo,
Oh, dude, that's what I was doing the
Yo.
other week on the show.
is this real? Did he actually do that? Do you
I
reckon
think that's real. Yeah, I think he's really stretching it up over here.
He really goes for it, doesn't he?
Wow.
Like, I'll give him that. He does commit to the
No,
bit.
he's a performer. That's for
He
sure.
is a bit of a performer.
He's doing the stretch.
Here we go.
And then that's cute. He gets the goofy model pick. Synovis.
He was doing. Remember, he was touring last year. He came to Australia in November, or he lives in Australia, but he was doing an Aussie tour. Like, he's a stand-up comedian.
God, I wish I could remember his name.
Do you remember how we did a bit of him, and I said, if he ever sees this, can you give us free tickets to the show so that we can see stand up and give our like honest review of it. I would have gone in honestly and tried to be kind.
It'd probably be maybe I can find a.
He's the Hungry Jacks guy. Doing adverts for Jacks. Good old Jack.
I follow my own advice, youtube.com/4laugh-podcast.
At 4laugh podcast, my man.
And yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I can because we covered him a long time ago.
He's a hero. He's a superstar.
He'll be on. I bet he'll be on the Clips channel.
He'd be a clip under the name, I think, Hungry Jack's advert.
Yeah. What did we? What was he? Palmy?
Yeah, Palmer. If you put Hungry Jack's Palmer advert,
Palmer,
I'm sure he'd come up. It's Palmy.
Oh, here we go. Wow. Okay. Now this is
there he is.
Interesting.
The goat
Palmy
himself.
versus Palmer. Hungry Jacks jumps into the Palmy-Palmer debate.
God, I look so different in that.
And there he is. And yeah, that's the two of us. Different, long time ago. This is him. Let's see if it gives us the name of our comic here.
Maybe they're just like...
Wow, no shout out in the Hungry Jacks.
It's Palmer. No, it's not.
No.
It's Palmy.
What are you saying?
Do you think he knows he's a bit annoying?
Did we give credit to the comedian? No. What is his name?
Did we shout his ass out on the show? Did we say...
I think did I name him somewhere? Oh, God.
We named him?
I didn't name him.
Let's see if I can find him.
What could his name be, guys?
Why don't you put Hungry... I'll put Hungry Jack's
Wait, maybe if you...
comedian advert guy.
Because if you Google it, it might come up on TikTok, and then that'll be his...
Jimmy Rees?
Yeah, there you go. Jimmy.
Is that him?
He is a Jimmy.
Is that Jimmy? Is that him, Jimmy Rees?
Yeah, let's look at that.
I think that's him. Jimmy Rees.
That's
there he is.
Homegrown Australian TV person.
Our homegrown Aussie legend.
Wow.
Jimmy Rees in real life. 10 shows only? Only 10?
Wow, in Melbourne.
Only 10?
All the way from Melbourne to Edinburgh.
I like the shorter hair. It suits him better. See, like he looks. I don't know. I feel bad.
He's doing bits about the fuel crisis. Oh,
Trump.
Lord.
Here we go. I feel bad for making fun of this guy because he does seem kind of nice. Is it my type of comedy? Not really, but he does seem like a nice guy.
He's got kind of like a one-man SNL type thing going on.
Yeah, he's a bit of a... You think he's a bit of an Andy Kaufman-ass type? Whereas, like, do we really know the real Jim?
So, wait, he did an Albo impression back here. Let's see.
Here we go. We got Donald Trump drinking Diet Coke. That's a good bit. That's funny.
Okay, hold on. How's this Albo impression?
Sorry all, prices are going up. There's not a shortage.
We have stockpiles for this situation.
Don't panic buy. We can't get...
Oh, boy.
Bit of a lisp.
You know, they always go with the lisp.
Ish.
When they parody Albo. Personally, I think it's a bit lazy. Someone needs to cultivate a really tight Albo impression. You got to have a little lisp, but you can't overdo the lisp.
I don't know if I can do Albo, actually. That's a hard...
No, I can see. I got to do the lisp. It's hard to do.
He's a bit white, like a white bit. Yeah, we are. Nah, yeah. Australia.
We've got Albo sound bites.
We do.
Let's tee ourselves
Australia.
up.
Don't take more fuel than you need. Just fill up like you normally would.
Like you normally would.
Don't worry about the fuel crisis.
Trust me, that's my problem.
As we always have.
That's my problem.
My
Don't
fellow
worry
Australians.
about Pauline Hanson rising in the polls.
I like that little
Yeah,
That's
you
pretty
got to do
good.
it subtle. It's
Yeah.
like soft.
Yeah,
you know?
you can't overdo it. You can't do it every word he says.
Okay, let's see his Trump.
Constructive talks with Iran to end the war. Thank you, Ty.
I mean, I got to say that
Well, Trump's
costume
pretty...
get up is doing a lot of work. I mean,
Trump
the
is
full
pretty
orange,
easy to do, though. Like,
Yeah, Trump is pretty standard.
build the wall.
The Strait of Hormuz.
He's got a bit of a,
Yeah. Oh, Albo comes back.
Here we go.
Mister, but global chaos. And this conflict in the Middle East isn't really new technology or prospecting, is it?
I
For
think
Albo,
he lost it. I think
he just puts on glasses and just a suit. It's
Just- he
like
does a little-
Trump
a
is
little
like
funny face.
wig, tan, big ass red
Yeah,
tie,
all the
Diet
glasses.
Coke. Albo's just
Dude, with Paul, is that a real wig?
It's just edited on the orange wig.
Wow, he's turned the
Hey,
saturation
these
up,
two
I
pretty.
think.
Is that 2.6 likes or 26,000 likes?
55k views.
That's pretty good.
2.6k likes.
We haven't won a single seat. We're gonna leave some landmines in South Australia. Landmines in a...
I can't tell what he's done to the hair here. He's definitely like turned the saturation.
He's
way
saturated
up.
it.
Okay.
Right now,
Wow.
it's hard to be positive.
Yeah.
This is me watching this.
Right now, it's hard to be positive.
But he does seem like a nice guy, and I do feel bad for ripping into him because
Thank God.
he seems nice, but
Yeah. Well, you know,
he's a very he seems like a very character impersonationist type of comic, very over the top, performative. And I don't know if that's really my type of comedy, but he seems to be doing pretty well. Look, he's got an emoji even in his title.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
that's
it's
breaking
hip
ground.
with the kids.
Okay.
Hip with the kids.
Nice. All right. Well, you know, I when I see a face like this pop up, how can I not dip back in, see what he's up to?
No, I appreciate
And
it.
I guess, you know,
I've
he's
been
having
meaning
fun.
to tell you that I saw him.
Everywhere.
Mexico. Am I saying it wrong? Mexico.
What are you doing?
What the are you doing?
It's the Gulf of America. Gosh, we just got to kiss his ass for another couple of years until the Subs are on. What? God.
And?
Yeah, and cheese.
I mean, okay, it's like
It's like, yeah.
it's B tier. I wouldn't say it's like pulling out all the stops, but he's trying. He's trying something. You know, he's going for something here.
I also question, like, it's obviously a personal choice to bleep the swearing in your videos. I've always found that, just in my personal opinion, if you're the type of person who like swears, that's like a part of your personality. And it's like when you come to do content on YouTube, when like you swear, I feel like it's kind of old school to feel like,
To
oh,
bleep
YouTube
it.
will censor my video and the algorithm won't like it.
Well, because a lot of people like to watch videos where there's uncensored swearing, like adults watch videos. I guess
exactly, yeah.
maybe the only thing I could think is that for someone like him, it's like increases the chance of kids being able
Sure,
to
family friendly.
watch.
The
Yeah,
kids
family
love
friendly.
him too. We'll take the kids to go see it.
I'm just glad he bleeps those swears.
Yeah, not like those other guys. You know, it's like I don't.
Look, he's
I don't know.
he's this is him balancing an adult audience with a.
You know, he probably filmed
Kid
that before he got
audience.
his haircut.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, why has he got to pull his face? I don't know.
Is this the meditation he does before impressioning Trump? Like,
Yeah, I gotta
In
get
the
into my
orange
Trump
suit.
zen. I gotta get
Damn,
into
Ivan.
character.
good on you. Good on you, man.
And I'm saying to myself, all right.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
he's just not really for me. But, you know, I'm sure he has a lot of fans out there who really like him, who
Oh,
think
wow.
he's great.
We have a couple of guests in the chat.
I haven't read the chat. What's the chat saying?
They are
my-
watching from home. Hello, folks.
Who is this?
These are... Who's raiding the chat?
It's Jimmy Rees. I tried. He's Jimmy Giggle of Good.
Oh, they commented. They told us.
Oh,
Brad
they told us
knows.
who it was.
Jason, wow, look, they saw an unvarnished segment of the show. Thank you guys for tuning in. We have some friends out there.
I guess we just don't check the chat.
Yeah, I guess not. Yeah, sorry about missing you guys.
It's Jimmy Rees. See, he's got fans. I tried.
You tried.
He's
Thank
Jimmy
you.
Giggle of Good Old Giggle and Hoot. So,
Giggle and Hoot.
What is Giggle and Hoot? Am I missing
Oh, no,
something
not
here?
another rabbit hole.
Giggle and Hoot? Is that like a...
Sounds like a strip club or something.
Is it a TV show?
What the hell?
I was an Aussie...
What am I looking at?
Oh my god, he was like a child's
What?
entertainer.
This is like a whole
Oh, I
other
know
rabbit
this.
hole.
I know this Hoot. Yeah, I know the little
Oh my
owl.
god, he was having a giggle and a hoot?
Right, okay.
Oh boy.
This all kind of makes sense now.
Wow, Jimmy Giggle, of course.
Right.
I mean, what a name for a guy like that.
I guess it's because we didn't grow up on like Australian...
Would that be like
Kids TV.
seeing Blue's Clues do like a Trump impression? You know?
You know, in a sense, yes.
It's interesting. What a pivot. Huh.
I think wokeness took over the boys show and made it bland and lame on purpose.
Wow. Is that Mr. Crowbar in the chat? The boys is woke now. Well, I guess that's where we end our wonderful Jimmy Rees coverage.
Suck your dick.
And I think it is time.
I think it is time to talk about the boys.
It's time to talk about the boys.
Crowbar the skull.
What did they say? I think wokeness took over the boys show and made it bland and lame on purpose. Interesting take. I don't really think... I personally don't buy the whole boys went woke allegations. I think it kind of went shit. I don't think it was a good show by the time it finished.
Yeah, I don't really get...
It was fine.
I don't really get these, like,
Okay.
comments. And, like, Elon... Who, you know, I hate Elon so much that I'm sick of talking about him. That's how I know how I really hate someone.
Oh, man. Elon...
His comments about it was, like, so strange. And he was like, I don't even watch the show, but I feel like it was showing that white men are in the wrong. And
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck are you talking about, sir?
Look,
I have
we'll get
absolutely
into-
no idea what you're talking about.
We'll get into all that. I will say right off the top...
Oh, please suck your dick.
Yeah, gay. Gay, that's woke. No, I mean, I think that if you're looking for a whole boys went woke conversation, that's not really what you're going to get here. I think both of us were willing to give the boys a shot, and really we're giving it a chance, especially going into this final season. But I think we both felt a bit let down. It's not really for political reasons. It's just for the value of the show. I think it kind of became worse. But this is your warning. If you haven't seen the finale, we are going to get into it. The final episode, spoilers, all up until the last moment.
Was not over.
So if you haven't watched the episode, go watch that on Amazon Prime TV right now.
Yeah, hit up Prime.
Speaking of Prime, I wanted to, in commemoration of the final episode of The Boys, I actually filmed the experience for you of what watching the final episode. Sorry, I'm just finding the video here.
You filmed your reaction?
Not really. I filmed what it looked like on the TV. So
Are we going to get copyright claimed for talking about that shit? Or showing that stuff?
No. You'll know what I mean. So, anyone watching The Boys, I think, knows at this point that it's just become almost not a parody in the way that it portrays like Vought and capitalism and stuff. And what I mean by that is that Amazon Prime airs this fucking show. And basically, let's watch this together. So this was my experience. This is what it looks like to load up the show.
And in an Aussie household.
In an Aussie household. So it was number 1, top 10 in
My
Australia.
fellow Australians.
Yep, top 10 in Australia, right? Number 1,
Number
The
one.
Boys.
Yeah.
And I thought this was really interesting. They had 2 different like copies for the description of the episode. One was obviously like a actual synopsis that like you'd send to a TV station. Here it says, "The boys fight Homelander's fascist regime in a final battle for America's soul." Then,
Their story was
if you
not
click
over.
into it, let me make sure the sound is off. The description changes to their shitty, fucking sarcastic ass
Right.
descriptions. Easter Sunday, 2 p.m. Live on Vought News. Bear witness as Homelander reboots the universe. Thank you. And I just think that's kind of shitty. And then, on top of that, when you start the episode...
Well, they always do that. That's like in every description.
I know, but I'm just saying...
I think it's lame too, for the record.
I'm just reminding everyone how much it sucks. And when you start the episode, keep in mind I don't have ad-free Prime.
Presented by Sportsbet. We love that fucking shit, don't we, folks?
Let's see.
Presented by Sportsbet.
The Boys.
This episode of The Boys is presented by Sportsbet.
Great. Great.
Aren't they like banning?
Salutes those who have a crack and a romantic lakeside dinner.
So do you think that's like a little, you know, on the episode of The Boys, we can have a death scene in our ad, you know?
I see.
Homelander just fucking lasers his head off.
Yeah, this is icky.
I'm trying to watch the finale of a years-long TV show here.
But when he wants to have a crack on the footy, it's fast and easy.
And then I have to hear an ad about gambling over sports.
Aren't they banning this in Australia? Like they're soon banning
Well, for those not
sport
aware,
adverts?
for those not aware of Australian broadcast standards, the end of the ad,
My
these kinds of
fellow
ads,
Australians.
it always gets me. So let's see it through to the finish.
Sportsbet, the #1 app for having a crack.
Imagine what you could be buying instead for free and confidential support.
So there's like a law that mandates whenever you do a...
Australia is not an active participant.
An active participant.
Australia is not an active participant.
Not in sports betting. You have to do a disclaimer being like, you know, just so you know, there's addiction you can get.
No, it's horrible. There's so many young...
And then the episode starts.
Young, particularly men, who get... I like the cat cameo. Particularly men who get just sucked into this awful... Hey, cat cameo, baby, let's go.
Oh, yeah.
They just get sucked into gambling, and it becomes like a real problem. Sometimes I wonder if like people come to this show and they're like, and they get reminded very quickly that we're not. It's like we're anti-gambling, we're anti the boys was woke. You know?
Yeah, we're not your average guy.
No, that's the thing. It's like that's the weird. I don't like that, and I think that it's a huge problem in Australia. I'm like super pro against getting rid of the adverts for gambling. I just think it's terrible. I've seen people who get up, like I've seen people in my personal life who are like obviously have a very unhealthy relationship with gambling.
So yeah, I don't want to get,
which is really bad, you know.
No, for sure, and I don't want to get sidetracked. We are talking about the boys here. I think it's relevant in the sense that the boys has obviously got a fan base of young adult men who. Yeah, are kind of prime fucking targets for this sports gambling stuff. So that sucks. But
that's
anyway.
why they do it. Why they would purposely pick the boys. They don't do it for fun. They would pick a TV show that has a majority male audience, young male audience, to just grab by their claws.
Not sure what to do after you finish the latest episode of The Boys.
Why not put down a bet on your favourite team? I got a good feeling about this one.
Yeah.
He's dead, so, you know.
Yeah, so when it comes to the actual show, I also do get why, like our friend Graveyard or whatever the fuck, Crowbar in the chat.
Crowbar.
I get why some young men feel a little, I don't know, maybe betrayed by the show in the sense that it was really action heavy and all this kinds of stuff. And it did maybe at some points get a little bit preachy. But honestly, my biggest gripe of the show, and we've talked about this the last few weeks, was that this last season just felt the least invested in. It felt like it had the smallest budget of all the seasons. So many of the episodes and the scenes just felt really small and like small scale, or like there just wasn't a lot of world.
You want me to eat shit, Ollie? You fucking shit.
Yeah, it kind of felt a little bit small. But in terms of the finale, so everyone's talking about this moment. We've got a few sound bites of Homelander.
You can fucking do this.
Homelander does get... He does... What does Eric Kripke say?
He's dead, so...
Oh, Eric Kripke? Eric Kripke says this.
Just because Homelander's dead?
Yeah,
it's a little quiet.
Yeah, it's a little quiet. I can boost that up, but...
The story was not over.
And this.
There was a whole other interesting...
Yeah, so Kripke kind of spoiled that Homelander was going to die.
While discussing a third, now cancelled season of Gen V, reveals...
He knew it was cancelled. He was saying...
Right, he was basically saying what we were going to do. And seemingly, last week when we spoke about it, seemingly revealed that Homelander dies, which... Like I was saying before, I do think that was most probably going to be the outcome, how they went about it. For a second in the episode, I was like, when he lost his powers, I was like, are they going to keep him in a prison? And then when they're struggling for ratings in their spin-off shows, cut to like a Soldier Boy Homelander conversation.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, I don't know. I was just like, is this what they're going to do? I respect that they killed him. I think that's the appropriate thing to do.
I think killing him was the right thing for the story. Like, I think it made...
fucking bone.
It definitely made sense. Blood and fucking bone.
Blood and bone.
And, you know, it was like a pretty cool scene, but I think one of my big issues with the way they did it is it happened quite early in the episode.
Yes.
By the time that it was the final confrontation with Homelander and then he dies, I'm like, how much of this episode is still left?
There was like 20 minutes left of...
I think there was more. I mean, it was...
Yeah, it was
a lot earlier than I had thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
And, which is not necessarily bad, but... And they didn't even... I felt the scene where Homelander loses powers and he's groveling, I thought that it was like a
Please,
it was
I'll do anything.
very well acted. You know, Anthony Starr continues to wow, and he did a great job in that scene. And I think it was fitting for Homelander, but
Suck your dick.
it was all very like by the numbers. Like nothing really surprised me.
What I don't, yes. Yeah, I would 70-80% agree.
Yeah.
I would say that the people who are complaining with like these sound bites, like this,
You want me to eat shit? I'll eat your fucking shit.
And
I'll
this,
fucking suck your dick.
and this one.
Please, I'll do anything.
When people were confused and thought this was our character, I disagree.
No, I think that works for him.
Because like he was like a snivelly loser. And they kept referencing in the season without his powers, he generally is just like a loser.
He understands power, and he understands when he doesn't have any that he's fucked.
So I don't really know why people were confused and thought that Elon Musk, who doesn't watch the show, by the way, was so confused as to why he would say this stuff. And it's like, well, I mean, I think it's pretty apparent from the show that wasn't too out of character.
Yeah.
I thought it was fine. I thought it was definitely a lot better than it was better than I thought. I'd probably give it 2.5 or 2 out of 4 if I do my Roger Ebert rating. I thought that it was
fair enough.
Fine. I definitely think it could have been worse. Like
that's where I sit, 2.5.
I felt like the Homelander stuff didn't really bother me. The whole Butcher death, I felt like was really rushed.
Yeah, it felt
starts right into
so I felt like once Homelander died, they were just kind of box ticking the rest of the stuff they had to get done.
Yeah.
And I think Butcher's death was something they wanted to just get out of the way because I think they knew they had to have him die.
Right.
I was really disappointed that Vought didn't really play more of a role in the finale because they have like one shot of Edgar Gus from Breaking Bad taking over Vought.
Stan
Edgar is the CEO again, and he takes over Vought, but they don't really reckon with the fact that, like, that's where the show started.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the show starts with Vought as this powerful, in-control thing.
Yeah.
And they made Homelander, so what's to say they won't make another Homelander? Like,
well, that's where the spin-offs come
I guess so, but it's just... yeah, exactly. I'm going crazy with this fucking show. It just felt like... And I also think, you know, Kat said this, that Amazon can't do that ending where Vought is actually the big bad guy because Amazon is fucking Vought. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
They couldn't end it where it's like Vought is actually the bad entity because they created someone whose entire life ended this way, like with Homelander, and they basically are the ones who put the country in peril.
You and your little beaver.
They just can't reckon with that, you know, because it would send too bad of a message for fucking Amazon. Like,
well, we saw the Justin Theroux got banned from the Met Gala hosted by
Bezos,
by Bezos because he portrayed a character in a movie, Devil Wears Prada 2, that hit too home with him.
That's right. That's right.
You know, they probably do have to get the seal of approval from him. And like, he probably has like a call on, you know, it's big shit with what they do with like Vought and stuff.
It's funny knowing how like petty Jeff Bezos is. Like that whole Elon Musk thing might not have even been an Eric Kripke idea. Maybe Bezos just was like, you know, I want to see Elon die on my show that I own. You know?
Well, what was funny though about that was they mentioned Elon in this season.
Right.
They mentioned Elon Musk, and then they said we have the richest man in the world here who's an astronaut.
Yes.
And Bezos sent his girlfriend up to space as an astronaut.
Mm-hmm.
And I wondered how that slipped through with him being as petty as he is.
Yeah, it should have been like he makes electric cars, like something more Elon specific.
That was odd. Like,
nah, but you know,
just strange.
It was kind of a funny scene where he just flew him off into space.
Well, he's a spaceman, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess they were showing that that Homelander at that point really just wanted to be completely in control, no one under him or, you know, trying to get power from him. I gotta say, in terms of deaths, I thought the deaths were, for the most part, pretty satisfying. I think Homelander's death was pretty satisfying. I think the Deep's death made a lot of sense. Although, I saw people saying that it was really weird how the Deep got killed and they were saying, like, justice for Ambrosia, which was the octopus thing that he fucked and killed.
I lost everything!
I thought a much better death scene for him was... It was such a strange scene, and now I've finished the show, it doesn't make sense. Is that in the second last episode, there was like a guy drowning. And Deep was told by a shark voiced by Samuel L. Jackson.
Of course, yeah.
Great.
The budget's got to go somewhere.
That, I was thinking Samuel Jackson was probably in a booth for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, oh yeah. Definitely.
And probably got paid a fuck ton of money. So I guess good for him. But I thought like a much better death for him was like...
There goes the White House lawn set.
There you go. I was like, why didn't he like redeem himself in like his final scene, save that guy, but then he gets killed by all the fish? I thought that's what they were going for, but like he really did just die as like a complete loser.
Yeah, but he fought to the end,
He fought to the end for
as
Vought.
a dick, yeah.
And his character really just took, I think, I think most of the characters on the show.
His character
just
became
went nosedive. Just nothing good to watch. There's just like there's no substance there.
I mean, I don't necessarily hate what they did with the Deep, but I do think they made Deep just a punchline. Like they reduced him to a punchline, and he wasn't really anything more interesting than that. I got to say, the Oh Father death really shocked me in a good way. I mean, that I think when we were watching, Kath was next to her, and she was like, "Go!" She really like yelped because that was kind of shocking. That was pretty good. I mean, they did the ball around his head.
The BDSM, yeah.
That was pretty good. Like, that was a good death scene for sure.
Well, at least it's over.
It also made me realize, how they killed Black Noir a few episodes ago?
Yes.
In a pretty anticlimactic way.
Yes.
I think that was because they were in their heads about the whole original ending with Black Noir, and they were trying to be like,
this is not what we're doing.
We are not doing Black Noir, secret reveal.
It's not over.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm glad it's over.
Who else? Was there any other deaths? Significant deaths?
The doggy died.
Oh yeah, Rip Terra. Yeah,
Terra died because I think the dog died on set from natural causes. So
that's sweet. Oh yeah, and Butcher. I mean, obviously we spoke Butcher's death. I think so. I think it was a bit underwhelming. I gotta say, my biggest gripe is that Huey, especially the way they end it with him.
That ending, I was laughing, and I'm like, is it self-aware of how stupid it is? I was laughing, and I'm like, am I supposed to be laughing at this? Like, Annie's still saving the day while she's like pregnant, and they name the kid Robin
after his dead girlfriend.
After his dead fucking girlfriend, Robin. Are you kidding me? When I heard Robin, I was like, is that like a DC reference? Like, oh no, Robin from the first ever episode of the show.
Honey, you remind me of my girlfriend that was brutally
my ex
murdered in front of my eyes.
Could have potentially have been with for the rest of my life if she hadn't have died. So, hey, you know what? I guess that Annie's a good girl for letting that one slide.
I think what annoyed me about all that is that, like, I guess with the ending they were saying that really Huey has been the main character all along, because the show kind of starts with him and it ends with him. And I feel like there's a bit of How I Met Your Mother syndrome going on, where it's like, it seems like that's the way they planned to end the show. And, they wanted it to end that way with, like, Huey kind of bookending the start and the end. But it just became so obvious, like 2 seasons ago, that Huey is like the least interesting character of the whole show.
They kind of didn't know what to do with him.
They did not know what to do.
After series 3, they were like, his whole arc was just very bad.
I guess they were like, he needs to stick around until the end, but we don't really know what to do with him in the meantime. And I feel like Huey just really got ruined and was honestly not a compelling main character for me. He just wasn't. Huey. It wasn't interesting, man. Like,
you're not Huey.
Where was the Simon Pegg cameo?
You're not Huey.
Yeah, well, Simon Pegg famously, the original comic book Huey was based on Simon Pegg, which is why
his look.
So, Kath made a point that I told her I would have to bring up on the show because it was so funny. I was saying to her about how one thing I felt really disappointed in, and I realized this, how at the start of the episodes they do like previously on The Boys.
Those suck.
And they do like the smash cover and all the fucking heads exploding.
It's like, that got old so quick.
It's like, remember how fucking crazy and edgy we are?
So crazy.
And it reminded me that actually in those flashbacks, most of those like juicy moments were all from previous seasons because we didn't really get a lot of that this season.
No.
And then Kath made a point that I thought was so great, but also so depressing, The most gruesome death we got this season was Seth Rogen.
The ripped, like, half body.
Which is just ridiculous, man.
Yeah, thanks, Seth. Thanks for cameoing.
I mean, obviously the Homelander death's pretty brutal with the head and
I
stuff.
guess, yeah, the Homelander death's like...
But come on, man.
Maybe not even that. Yeah.
So
it was quicker than I
dumb.
thought, even the Homelander death. So yeah, I guess the Seth Rogen death takes the gold medal.
I think most of the stuff they did in the finale made sense from a story point of view. Like, it made sense to take Homelander's powers and him die. It made sense for, the boys to have the ending they had. Probably the most satisfying ending for me was
Frenchie.
Mother's Milk and... No, he died.
Well, Frenchie, I think he had a pretty good...
Frenchie died for, like, a noble cause. He had the most, like, noble
This
death.
is for Frenchie.
Yeah. Yeah, that was good.
Frenchie really be the only member of the boys who died, I guess, except for Butcher.
I guess, yeah. Well,
So
no one
Butcher and Frenchie are the only members of the boys
Well,
who are dead.
after Butcher died, what did Huey have to say?
He was a cunt?
Well, he's like, he's dead, so...
Is that what he says?
He's dead, so...
Yeah, that's...
I found that, and
that's the Huey memorial for Butcher.
The whole, like, last will and testament of Frenchie was so cringe, where it was like, I've seen all your buttholes. It's like, what the fuck?
I was really hoping that wouldn't be the last thing we, like, get of Frenchie, but, obviously at that moment with Kamiko.
That took away all the emotion from his death scene.
Speaking of Kamiko...
Which was mostly pretty good.
We have to acknowledge this, because it's just too funny with Kamiko.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Her final word in the show.
Bye.
How awful
Yeah, how do
is
we
that?
write her leaving?
Bye.
In that final scene, she's just like, doesn't say anything.
Bye.
I hate that she started talking.
Yeah.
If she hadn't spoken a word the whole show and then said this,
Bye.
I'd be like, okay.
That would be funny, right?
Okay.
It'd be a good gag. Or like, I thought about this. Maybe if she knew how to talk, but only Frenchie knew, but he hid it because she liked to do sign language and she wanted to keep a secret, and then she reveals it. That'd be cool. But no. So another thing I want to bitch about, I'm nearly done. I don't know if you've got anything else about the show, but one other thing I wanted to mention was in the final, before the credits roll, the episode ends.
Yeah, why do you hate this?
Because it's dumb and
Why is
lame.
it dumb? Like, show the crew some love.
The
Come
episode.
on.
Well, I'll tell you why. The episode ends.
Their story was not over.
Well, exactly, and they start showing these fucking BTS. Oh my god, Billy Joel. For a show that was supposed to be like parodying or satiring like superhero tropes, it really for sure had a very traditional ass superhero ending, like happy ending, boy gets the girl pregnant, blah blah blah.
See ya, Annie and Robin.
doesn't end. Annie flies away, and then it starts before the credits even roll. It starts showing pictures of the behind the scenes crew. Now that's sweet, and I think that that's a nice thing to include. But at least do start the end credits and then do it while it's rolling.
It did take me out of the show a bit.
It did!
Because I was
I'm
like, okay,
what?
yeah, it's like, remember, this was not real.
That was too much of a fourth wall break for me. And I'm like, even if you just put a few credits in between
Sure.
and then you start showing the pictures, I just didn't like that
I think
as a stylistic choice.
I think they put created by, I think they were like Eric Kripke, produced by Eric Kripke. I think they did like 3.
Great. Good for fucking Eric.
So Robert Kirkman, he wasn't The Boys, he was Invincible?
Yeah, and Walking
Right.
Dead, yeah.
And Walking Dead. Okay. You've seen Invincible, haven't you? That's meant to be the much better Boys.
Kind of, yeah. I'm watching the new season. Invincible is interesting. It's definitely more superhero-y, and it's less cynical than The Boys. Like,
More serious?
more serious, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it still has the twist that, like, some of the superheroes are evil, but it's less kidding about the whole thing,
I really like Stephen Young, so...
It's a good show. I mean, the funny thing about Invincible is that the animation and the visuals are kind of mostly dog shit. Like,
yeah, the animation looks really...
It's just average. It's fine.
It looks really flat to me and not very engaging.
I gotta say, though, the voice acting and the writing is very good for that show. So, like, if you can kind of... It's almost like a weird video audiobook experience that, like, is really good from that side of things, but the actual visuals as a TV show is not amazing, but I think that shows...
Did you hear Aaron Paul talk about Invincible because he's in it.
I can't go back to that show.
Yeah, I can. It was too
emotional.
I took that character home with me.
You know, if Tony Starr was saying that about Homelander, maybe I understand.
So you've seen this character?
Aaron Paul saying that about some fucking guy whose hands get electric, you know, and he shocks people.
Right, so he's Electro in
I mean, he's
Invincible.
lost his wife or whatever in that show or something. It's sad.
I could never lose my wife.
Yeah, it's just to go to that place was too hard. All right, you got any final boys thoughts?
Not really. I'm kind of glad it's over.
Are you going to watch Vault Rising?
I will do what I said last week. I think I'll wait for it all to air, and then I'll watch the first episode. And if it... What's this shit I'm getting?
What, you're not a Supernatural fan?
No, I'm not a Supernatural fan. I don't get the references. I don't know the Soldier Boy actor. I didn't know shit, okay?
Oh, the last thing I'll say is that maybe an excuse as to why they wrapped up the Vought thing so shitty. Maybe they had a scene that was more satisfying of a Vought wrap-up, but like it included Gen V and was a bit of a setup, so they cut it out, you know, because
the Gen V stuff sucked this season.
Gen V, were they even in the episode?
That wasn't part of me was like, maybe now that the season 3's cancelled, they'll get a good like final appearance in The Boys. And my with the way that Gen V ended, my impression was like, oh, they're going to be a big part of The Boys season 5. No,
two episodes? Probably like,
and they're like a cameo in those episodes. They're not even. I mean,
maybe
Cricket shows up, which is
like
cool.
5-second scenes.
The Cricket wasn't in the 7th episode, so seeing her was really cool. She was my favorite character from Gen V. I guess that's... I liked the last season of Gen V. I thought the Gen V season 2 was much better than whatever this crap was that we got.
This I sent this to Conor as a my reaction to this was Gen V's appearance in The Boys' final season.
Want to see me run to that mountain and back? You want to see me do it again?
I mean, that's about it. It was that brief. Like, they were super... Boy, did they get in and out, you know.
And stop staring at me with them big old eyes.
All right. Well, that's how boys talk. You got any other boys sound bites you want to drop?
Staring at me with them big old eyes.
No, he's moved on, folks.
I don't think... no. And you know what? I'm kind of glad, because I don't think I can take much more of
it's over. We got to move on.
Of the diabolical final episode of The Boys, which is now finished. We will, I assume, never speak about it ever again. Goodbye, The Boys. Let's, I will say farewell. I think you had 2 very good seasons. Season 3 was half and half for me. 4 and 5, I would say, were pretty shit.
Yeah, you can go ahead and join Gen V with the pile of dead.
But I watched it all, so who's the real sucker?
Yeah, not Arab Kit Key.
No,
he's living it up.
No, he's living it up. He's got 2 big hit shows under his belt now.
Yeah. The Boys and Gen V.
Yeah, let's not mention Gen V. Yeah. I'm surprised it got cancelled. I was keen for a 3rd season.
About you and 5 other people.
You
apparently.
liked it?
Yeah, I'm one of those fucking 5.
Who's the other 3?
They're all girlies.
Okay.
Actually, one's non-binary. Anyway, moving on to the next topic. Okay, Conor, are you a late night TV fan?
Of course. You know I am.
Yeah, I love that Johnny Carson fella.
I just heard them on the King Biscuit Flour Hour.
I'm a huge fan of the King Biscuit Flour Colbert Hour.
I loved those Rodney Dangerfield appearances.
My wife says that I'm a alcoholic. I said, takes one to know one. I don't think... Did Dangerfield appear on Colbert?
No, I don't think so. So
Nah.
Colbert was hosting The Late Show, which has been on the air for quite a number of years. Originally hosted by... I believe David Letterman started The Late Show. And I think the way it happened was that Letterman was maybe originally supposed to go on to The Tonight Show.
David Letterman.
And Leno kind of took over The Tonight Show. And Letterman, in a mission to host his own show, decided to go and create The Late Show at CBS. So Letterman was hosting The Late Show. They think they film in the Ed Sullivan Theater. Sorry, folks.
Ed Sullivan? No, that's
My
a go
God,
right there.
what's going on here? Ed Sullivan is the name of the theater they shoot in. And I don't know who Ed Sullivan is. I think he maybe is like an old school late night guy. I think that's his involvement somehow.
Even older than Johnny Carson?
Probably.
He was scraping the barnacles off his dinghy.
He was probably around with the Carson days. Anyway, so
Ayo!
Letterman actually appeared a few days ago on Colbert, one of his last shows. It was kind of a nice appearance.
With his big-ass beard.
But now,
now
only...
I grow my beard out. I don't have to shave anymore.
Yeah, the long-ass beard Letterman.
You kind of just want to pull it, don't you?
So there is no longer a late show in existence now. So it's not a case of Colbert is leaving and someone else is stepping in. It's just over. And CBS ended the Late Show, which was Craig Ferguson, then went to James Corden, that finished, I think, with James Corden.
It finished with Corden, yeah. They never recast.
And so now CBS, as far as I understand, doesn't have any late night offerings, which is very interesting for just the industry at large and like culture. And then there was this whole appearance, I guess I can show the visual of it, of the other late night hosts appeared on Colbert's show.
We're here to send you off, buddy.
Yeah, we're here to celebrate your funeral.
Our shows aren't cancelled.
Yeah, we're all still okay, but we're thinking of you.
It's okay for us. But you, not so much.
It was pretty sad. But
there's always you too, pal.
But yeah, I mean, look, I'll be honest. We've talked about Colbert. I'm not a huge fan of his show.
You used to be. You're a fan of the Colbert Report.
I liked the Colbert Report. I think that was a really, really great performance piece. It was
satire, wasn't it?
Yeah. So the Colbert Report originally was a satire of this guy called Bill O'Reilly. Probably now it would be...
I know Bill O'Reilly. Wasn't he a Fox...
Yeah, big Fox guy, yeah.
Right.
He was a host. He's the guy from that clip where it's like, fuck it, we'll do it live.
Yeah, fuck it, we'll do it live, right.
But he was...
Dan knows a lot more about this than me. This is his segment.
If you think about Tucker Carlson, Bill
Carlson,
O'Reilly was kind of the original Tucker, I guess, or Tucker was a bit of a protege of Bill.
Original fucker Carlson.
Yeah, exactly. And so... You know, the parody was pretty on point. Colbert would parody him, he would get on, he would do like a fake version of that show, and just satire all of the tropes that he would do. It was a very well put together performance. But when he went to the Late Show, he was doing Colbert, he was doing like himself. Mm-hmm. And he definitely had to retool his character. I think he settled on this like very performative, pretty charismatic and friendly host who was very like anti-Trump, but also, you know, he's like Catholic and he's like kind of traditional in certain ways. Like he's, you know, a good American Catholic boy type of thing.
Right.
And yeah, that was kind of his shtick. Now, he has gone off the air. I will say that he doesn't get great ratings. And the show is probably not super profitable, especially considering the cost of the building they film in, the amount of staff they hire, you know, all these different things. Now, it probably does bring in a lot of money. It doesn't make no money, right? Like, those late night things fucking bring in money, okay? So don't get it twisted that it was, like, totally broke over there. And I tell you what, the way all this late night corporate business works, if they wanted to keep Colbert on the air, some CEO could say, yeah, let's keep him on another couple of years. Trump basically didn't like, you know, what he was doing and kind of pressured the owners, like the owners of CBS and everything, to cancel the show.
They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah, well, okay, so we've got the Colbert video, which we'll show in a sec, but there was also Trump kind of delighted.
And we say bye-bye.
He delighted in the death of
This
Colbert.
is the most insane thing I've ever seen in my life.
And, you know, like...
It's AI, that's first red flag.
Yeah.
The Trump loves... This is literally insane.
So, you know, I don't mean to be all old school traditional, but like maybe the president of a country shouldn't be posting things like attacking an individual, you know? Colbert is a famous guy, but he's also like a citizen, like he's a voter, you know?
Also, it's free speech.
It's free speech and everything.
This is censorship.
Okay, so...
Welcome back to our final broadcast, ladies and gentlemen.
It's so fucking great.
Jesus. So Trump...
And then YMCA starts playing.
Wow.
While Colbert's audience claps in the background of their beautiful host being thrown into the bin.
I mean, look, I guess
49.8 million views. That is, and look at that, over 500,000 likes. I mean, Trump really does have his
fans out
his
there.
fans. Like, you can't deny that.
Look, I guess you can say in a vacuum this video is kind of funny, but like, firstly, AI slop, lame.
Yeah.
And that sucks. But also, yeah, I mean, should you be...
It's so good.
Should you be celebrating the downfall of, like, an American business? Because, like, there was a bunch of people working on this show. Like, they lost their jobs now, and they've got to find something else to do. Like, I get he had a personal beef.
It's so crazy. When I woke up this morning and saw this, I was like... There's no way he posted this, and he fucking did.
It's one of those posts you're like, it's got to not be him. Like, it's got to be
a
fake account or something. But no, all real. And look, that doesn't excuse Colbert's cringe, okay? Here he was with the other Jimmys, or the other late night
This was alright. It was a bit cringe, but...
It was a little cringe, but it was also kind of
nice.
cute.
It was nice that they all came together. It's like the Avengers of... late night.
yeah.
And what I noticed as well, it's all the on-air hosts. Like,
yes,
like Conan wasn't there because he's not on air anymore. So
these guys all still film.
Do you think Jon Stewart's the next to go?
No. Well, the reason Jon is safe. Are you thinking of this guy, John Oliver?
Jon Stewart. John Oliver.
Jon Stewart's on cable. He's on Daily Show, which is like less money, but also more harder to cancel.
John Oliver, of course. Yeah, Jon Stewart's Apple.
Yeah, the British guy. Well, he was Apple.
He was,
This guy, British John Oliver.
Yeah, John Oliver. He's good. He's in Community and stuff.
I think he'll be okay.
Fine.
He's HBO, so there's also
person?
I think less, likelihood for them to cave into Trump.
Fellas, I'm scared.
It's okay. Just do what you do when you're scared.
I can't. I didn't bring another pair of pants.
Oh, Colbert.
Yeah.
Look, it's over. It is sad, I think.
Seth Meyers is kind of a goat.
It's mainly... Yeah, I like Seth. Seth
is like in my opinion, like the best guy there. And I don't watch much of these. I don't watch anything of the Jimmys, but I occasionally watch a bit of John, and I think Seth's pretty good.
The Jimmys are like...
the Jimmys. It's so funny they're both Jimmy.
The Jimmys are just like corporate slop, right? They'll interview like the biggest celebrities and they'll promo the biggest movies and all that.
Jimmy's at ABC, which is Marvel and
Disney and stuff.
Disney, Marvel, Star Wars.
Yeah, and then Jimmy's got NBC Universal.
Yes,
so
exactly. Yeah, they got the pick of the big guests.
Seth, I think, has a better situation because he's an hour after Jimmy, so it's like there's less pressure and he can have more fun. I think he can be like a bit more weird and wacky.
Well, what made me love Seth is that, and this is such like I guess this shows my creative roots, but like the fact that he's always been so cool with like his staff, and he brings them out for bits, and
so
that's
Seth,
really cool.
I don't know if you know this, Seth was the head writer of SNL for a number of years.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, so he came from a background of like actually writing and doing that kind of stuff. So I respect that.
And he appeared in
quite a few sketches. He did a sketch with Trump famously.
You're getting a lot. You're popular tonight, aren't you?
I don't even mean to be. I'll try and turn that off.
Dan's very popular.
So, yeah, I don't know. It is sad for Colbert. John Oliver, I think is talented. He's good, but he doesn't really do a late night show. He does more like an opinion monologue. He doesn't have guests and stuff, which is fine. It's a different kind of show.
It's more of like a YouTube-esque type show on cable.
But anyway, that's the death of Colbert. Rip, I guess. And yeah, I mean, it does definitely suck for
the joke. The Kimmel joke was kind of funny, where he was like, "I had one of these appear, but it went after like 3 days."
Yeah, that was
kind of funny. I'll give. Not that he wrote that joke, but
because this is like the vortex that's like swallowing up.
Yeah, the cancelled vortex. Yeah.
Yeah, Colbert's gonna fly away into the vortex of late night death.
So, what do you think he'll do next? Do you think he'll do like a YouTube show?
I don't know. I'm really curious. So he did reference Lord of the Rings. He's confirmed to be, I think, working on another Lord of the Rings show.
I'm not fully unemployed, guys.
Yeah, he's working on a Lord of the Rings movie or something.
He's doing like the post Return of the King.
I don't know though. I wonder if he will do almost like a Pete Davidson Netflix podcast type situation.
Oh my fucking lord!
Or like something where he'll partner and do a smaller operation and like
Letterman
release
does that
a similar
Netflix interview show, which
he
is
might
fine.
do a Netflix interview show or something. I don't think
I watched a few of them for guests that I like, but his like Howard Stern one was pretty good. But...
Oh, bro, his agent is like begging to get him to host the Oscars or something. You know what I mean? Like that's the kind of
Conan, you getting sick of it yet?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
You're getting a little tired of that old Oscars gig?
That's the type of gigs that Colbert's gone in for. So, yeah, I mean, I guess good luck,
Yeah, look, I think the worst part about it is the whole censorship thing. I think that's the greatest thing about YouTube is that, like,
Yeah. No one to tell us no.
we don't really have this whole, like Jimmy from America always says, like, you guys don't have freedom of speech in Australia. And it's like, well, freedom of speech exists on, like, YouTube. You're allowed to say your opinion.
Yeah, I mean, well, firstly, I think we may not have the fucking First Amendment.
I don't know anything about him.
We have a spirit of freedom of speech. We have a culture of freedom of speech. And also, maybe it's good we don't have such extreme freedom of speech because in America, your guys' speech is pretty fucking ugly. It's pretty gnarly over there. So maybe some of the guardrails we have is not all for the worst. Yeah, sorry, Jimmy, but a bit of an L take on that one. All right, well, that's my...
You're funny.
That's the Colbert rapport for you.
I told Jimmy he has a spot on the show whenever he wants to call in, so I guess he did call in once.
Yeah, no,
a while ago.
We can have an American on the show
on shift, which I always thought was a bit inappropriate, but either way, it's like that is a public podcast. The boss could look at that and be like, Jimmy, we saw you do this.
He's got chutzpah, that's for sure. All right, buddy. Well, I think now is the time of the show.
Stella!
Regulars will know. They've been here. They've been through it.
Free beer!
Yeah, baby.
Wow, free
It's time to have some beer. Now,
let me get it for you.
You have the beer today.
Yes, I do.
I went to go grab it, and I realized, no, not you, Dan.
Yeah, I bought the goods tonight.
Ooh!
Stella! Every time I do that at the pub. No one knows what I'm doing.
Wow. Okay.
Streetcar named Desire, baby.
Yeah, come on now.
What's his name? Johnny? Is that his name?
Kowalski.
Yeah, Johnny. Everyone thought he was like the most. I mean, he is a very handsome man. It's a movie and a play.
Yeah, that's right. Streetcar Named Desire.
And a book, maybe.
Very famous. Old timey.
Yeah, we watched it.
Marlon
watched
Brando
it.
was the guy?
That was it. Marlon Brando, who everyone thought was the most.
He's a hottie.
And when they show him orgasm in the movie, it's like a fire hose going off.
Of
Classic.
Course.
This is for you, Dan. Do you want me to show
Stella. Wow.
And I can crack it open for you. Do you want me to open it for you?
Well, let's show the audience. We'll show the cam. Now you might see it.
The green.
A little greened out, yeah.
You're drinking water. What a healthy boy.
Stella. I like that. We got the Stella Artois Belgian brewing expertise. Are these twisties?
No. That's how you know it's good. I don't think so.
That's the official.
It shouldn't be. You want to give it a go?
Nah, it doesn't come off. It twists, but it doesn't come off. Hey!
Yeah, a bit explosive.
Oh.
Well, I always say it's not a twist off. That's mostly European beers, and also I think it keeps it a little bit more crisp for the beer drinker.
So should we say what these are called? Or is that inappropriate?
Well, I messaged you today and I said I just got a case of wife beater, which is what it must be a UK thing, but Stella was called wife beater because it used to be a lot more alcoholic. They had to take alcohol.
Really?
They had to decrease the amount of alcohol that's in it because
Reduce
men would
that.
go to the pub and they would come home and it's horrible. Obviously, that is a horrible thing. But
bad.
The reason why I got this is because there's like a pub near me.
That's a real bitter beer taste. It's like
I kind of like it.
It's not. No, I mean that's the thing. It's not even that bad, but it's just like you're drinking a beer and it sucks. But you got to do it. Like that's the vibe.
It sucks. Well, here's the thing. The reason why I got it, there's a pub near me, and it's not the one we go to, and they do Stella, and they do it in the actual Stella glasses, and it's actually really nice. I don't normally drink Stella. I'm not talking about the Belgian beer bar in Perth. I'm talking about another one. But
they do sell Stella though.
Yeah, well, that's the main attraction of the Belgian beer bar is that they brew their own. They get their own Stella. It's from the tap. Like they have it brewed there, which is like really cool. So it's like the most traditional. They need to do it for Guinness. It's like traditional Stella.
Okay.
My mum bought a slab last week, and she was like, I won't have all of these, so you can have some. And I was like, fuck yeah. And I had at least like 8, and I got a taste for it, and I didn't really. Honestly, I normally drink. I have a few of them. I normally drink these, which is my Somersby cider. I mean, honestly, this probably isn't that good for you.
La Bière Fine Deluxe.
That sounds more healthier, if you ask me. Pure malt. I don't know if this is pure. So, you know, I've been trying to. I don't think that's low carb is what I'm trying to say, but you know, I'm getting a bit sick of drinking the ciders. They're just so full of sugar. It gives you a headache. You wake up the next day, you feel like crap. It makes my tummy get bigger. And, you know, I want to lose a bit of weight. Whether I'll do it, we'll see. That's yet to be seen. But it's a bit of a change.
No, yeah. Well, cheers.
To Stella. And drink responsibly, particularly with Stella.
Definitely, yeah.
Another thing, in the UK, my dad, I have like a bit of nostalgia for it, because my dad would always drink Stella in the UK. That's all he would drink. And then when we moved to Australia, now he drinks pure blonde. Like, my dad has never changed his beer. He never changes it. He never gets anything different.
Yeah.
All my dad ever drinks is pure blonde. When he goes to the pub, obviously you have to get other things, so they don't do pure blonde on tap. But all he drinks at home, since we moved here, is pure blonde.
Wow.
Like, that's all he drinks.
That's
and in the
brand
UK,
commitment.
Stella. Never changes it.
So
Never changes it.
I remember I came to a family party once I just brought my own Stellas to drink.
You bought Stella?
And literally my family was like, you brought the wife beaters tonight.
Okay, so they know that.
I was just like, what a crazy
So they
thing
know
to say.
that.
I guess.
Right.
Look, hey, at least, you know, in America they have a T-shirt named after that.
Yeah,
so
the white, like...
the white singlet?
Singlet? Yeah, it's called the wife beater. Well, I guess because your family's partially from the UK, or at least lived there, so...
Yeah, they've had some...
So they know the slang for
They know what's
Stella.
up. Yeah, they know what a Stella does to a fella.
But they had to decrease the alcohol in it, because it was just so... This is only like 1.3, so it's 4.8 standards, which is the same as my cider.
Look at that.
But at the pub...
brewing the perfect Stella. You know?
At the pub, it was like super podium, I suppose, and men were taking it a bit too far.
Damn. Okay.
Which they've been known to do, Mr. Woke Conor on the podcast. Here every week, baby.
You should write the Boys spin-off, baby.
Good one, Dan. So you want to hit...
Well, speaking of coming up with bits on the spot,
we've kind of gone over it a little bit, which is actually kind of nice in a way, because I feel like it's nice to take a bit of time with segments. But I had a few Instagram videos, which, you know, there's a few, but we can get through them quite quick, I think. We're starting with this improv class video. Now, let me preference this before I start and we show you. I do feel bad for the people in this video, and I don't think they thought it would go as big as it has. I have 3 videos. Look, we've all got to start somewhere, and I'm certainly far from the funniest person. Okay. And doing improv is hard. They give them a prompt, and then they have to just work with it, and that's a very hard thing to do. And a lot of these people, I think, am I playing this video to make fun of them a little bit? Sure. Do I think that I could do better? Probably not.
So, okay, so to give a bit of backstory, so this channel or this account on Instagram that you sent, so is this like an improv class thing?
Yes, I assume.
So they teach an improv class. That's what I'm guessing from the videos. And I guess
it's
this
a bit
is
cringy.
People who've come to them, it's like a class where they get to learn improv by doing it and experiencing it.
They always say the best way you learn is to do it.
So, well, let's see what
you might have to turn the speaker up just a little bit so you can hear.
Let's see what they come up with.
All the hilarious jokes.
Yeah,
well, yeah, because they kind of are. They've been put on the spot. I can tell a little bit, but this is, I guess, it's almost beautiful in the sense that it's a raw thing.
It's very raw.
But let's see.
Surgeon.
So the prompt was a bad surgeon.
This is definitely not like Operation.
Oh, man.
Scalpel. Butter knife.
Right. Very bad surgeon.
It's so awkward. And they're like, who goes next?
What's all this red stuff?
Oh, no.
I'm hungry for some body parts.
Yo, no.
Got him.
It's just the silence. Who goes next? Like, who's... Anyone? I'll go.
Oh. Okay, just a small... It's fine. It's just a scratch.
You got a laugh. That's good. You don't have to watch the whole thing, but because there's another two.
So
it's just the silence, and they're kind of like looking at each other, and they don't know who goes. This one's my favorite. This one is
very cringe, but
it is cringe. But I do feel for them.
I do feel for them, and I will. I can't be a complete hater. They are putting themselves out there.
They are.
They obviously want to come here to learn and to get better. And sometimes the only way to get better is to try and fail a little bit.
We're here for a laugh.
Yeah, you got to come in for a laugh and
this
be
one
fun.
is great.
So okay, let's see.
This is the first one I saw.
World's worst detective.
Oh.
No. Go ahead. Yeah.
All right. Where's the crime scene? Oh, here. I just walked all over.
Yeah, so you say you were a witness? Oh, you did it. Okay, we already framed the guy, so.
He got a few laughs.
Is it all pity laughs though?
I don't know. Well, sometimes they don't laugh. So
What do we got? Ooh, a sandwich. Oh, this is evidence? Let's go to evidence.
Oh my god.
This is good evidence.
All right, you crook. We can do this the easy way or the hard way. The easy way? You're free to go.
There you go. That got some laughs.
He was the one who got the biggest laugh.
You got to knock them off their feet a little.
The woman in the green doesn't go, and I don't blame her. She's like, I ain't got anything. I'm not gonna embarrass myself.
Fair.
All right, everybody look for clues. No, don't confess yet. I want to have a little fun first.
That's not too bad.
Why are you wearing gloves? It's better if the body is covered with all our fingerprints.
I think maybe the flaw in this exercise is that sometimes good improv comes from like us bouncing off of each other.
This isn't whose lines it anyway. They're not like they're so talented, and it's you have to learn to do it, and this is the only way you learn.
Yeah, the way they've set up this exercise doesn't feel like there's a lot of
and having a camera there as well. I feel like that's just it's added pressure
because like improv generally, obviously over generalizing is like yes and, right?
Yes
but
and, yeah.
The yes and is in response to usually another performer that you're improving with. So maybe it's like a trial by fire situation that you got to throw them in the deep end. You know, if you can't survive a couple of cringy activities, maybe you're not cut out for improv.
It's hard to have a joke that doesn't land, but I guess that's how you learn. It's just the awkward standing around, like, who goes next?
Ugh. Okay, so this...
And there's one more that I have for the improv.
Oh, boy.
If you can handle the cringe.
Bartender.
All right, let's hear that
So
again.
bad bartender.
Oh, Lord.
World's worst bartender.
The guy didn't sound like he was sure of what the prompt was. He
World's,
was like,
worst bartender. And like people go to walk up and they're like, "Oh no, you go,
Who
you go."
goes?
Yeah,
Oh, no.
to add to the cringe.
That also makes me think that these people don't really know each other. Because sometimes when you have an improv group,
sure, you're pally, and
if they know each other, you can like, oh, you go and all this. But these all seem like strangers.
Right,
Who've,
it's like a bit of a fun class they do at the end of work.
They've paid
once
for
a week.
an improv class, and maybe it helps them.
Maybe SNL will rock up one day and they'll pick one of us.
Maybe.
Shirley Temple, yeah, I got her on the telly.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
No.
Angel shot. This guy wants an angel shot?
Okay, I kind of get...
I feel bad.
When I watched that the first time, I didn't get it. Now I think what she's saying, she's like, that guy wants to shoot an angel type of thing.
Angel shot?
I don't know. Oh, boy. Yeah, angel shot. Somebody call a heavenly ambulance or something. That might be a better way to
Sex on the beach? No, I've never had it.
Silence.
Sex on the beach? No, I've never had it. That's pretty good for
Honesty?
an improv.
Sometimes honesty can make your subjects laugh.
Here's your drinks. How old were you again?
He kind
The
of
guy behind the camera laughing.
he did kind of swallow that a little.
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
How
It's
old are you
okay.
again?
We've all been there.
But that's what these exercises are
That's
for.
what. Just
right?
don't film it and put it on Instagram. Maybe that probably adds to the pressure a little bit.
Maybe film it and put it in like a group with the class, and then they can all go over it. And
I do feel sorry for them.
Long Island iced tea. I haven't been to Long Island.
Oh, that homie needs a little bit of practice on the.
The delivery.
Yeah.
Not the best in the world.
Here's a shot. That'll be $600.
Are they in Australia?
Boy, yeah. Drinking at a pub.
Yeah.
Expensive. You got it.
Vodka Cran, you're so original and creative.
Wow. That one felt like a self-diss or like a diss on, you know?
I do feel bad for making fun of them because it's hard.
Oh, on the rocks? Thank goodness the gravel company came by earlier.
Okay.
Here you go.
What does that mean?
So that, well, you wouldn't want your bartender to take a sip before they give you the drink.
Right, yeah, that's funny.
You know, that was sound effects heavy. He had the
he had the motions.
Something.
He didn't start it this time.
Hey, no fighting in here. Just kidding. I don't care.
Water, and more water.
How about we talk about my problems this time?
That's
okay, that
kinda
was
good.
kind of funny. That's
good.
funny.
That's good.
A drink for the lady? Okay, I guess I'll charge her.
Okay.
Bartender. Hardly know her.
Is that
Bartender, I hardly know her.
Is that a bit of a
Curtis Conor ass
Curtis
joke?
Conor ass joke? Yeah.
Okay, here's your vodka. Wait, this isn't vodka. It's water.
Here's your. Wait, this isn't water. This is vodka.
Wait, what?
He was like trying to help the other guy out.
Homie's got his back.
I'll finish your joke for you, you know?
Yeah. You don't have to play anymore if you don't want to. I just thought this was such a strange thing that came up on my feed, and I was like, I wish these people all the best. If they love comedy, then go for it.
Would you ever do this?
Fuck no. No. I feel like I'm funny when I'm around you.
Right.
And around the right people.
Sure.
But I think you're right. I can bounce off you, but I also know what you would find funny.
Yes. Well,
But
and we know
what
how
you find funny, other people might not find funny. So
I mean, I think we also know how to build off each other's humor
Sure.
and like elevate the jokes that we each make. So
we did a bit of it in drama class at school, and I think I would say I was like okay at best at like doing this. I had a few good bangers, I guess, but like a lot of the time they were just like flat jokes that got a few pity chuckles at best. So I'm not sat here saying these people are
it's
super untalented. Like I'm sure
it's brave.
It is brave, and I respect that.
I'll give them that. And you know what? This is not nothing. None of this is disqualified. You could come back from this.
Like the clock, it says improv time.
Yes, that is that's classic. It's a classic improv joke.
So, if we move on to the next one, there's 5 more videos. So this is just a little bit of fun for you, Dan.
Okay. Wow. Are you improving right now?
Maybe I am.
Okay. Let's see.
Burrito. Chicken, brown rice, lettuce, tomatoes, no sour cream, cheese, and fajitas. The guac is busting out the sides.
So this guy's entire account is that he has a fat whistle.
Right.
Whenever he talks.
Kilk.
He has a fat whistle, and it's his whole bit.
Capriati's, sandwich, let's do it.
His whole bit.
Cold subs, hot subs. They also have salads.
Every
S. Pastrami with pastrami Swiss coleslaw russet dressing.
Bro, it's like he's
good.
Wow, that like takes
got a
over
good
the audio.
It's like
Do you think that's natural, or do you think he's doing it on
I think he
purpose?
might naturally do it sometimes, but is overdoing it for the bit, and I appreciate it.
So I decided to make some big back patty melts, 2 Wagyu patties, avocado. I made my own sauce.
It works.
Grilled onions, mayo.
Wow.
He's good at what he does.
That is crazy.
I like it. I like the whistle bit. Here's the thing. Here's the thing that's great about Instagram. You can do one bit pretty much forever.
That's true.
And make a lot of money. That's what my advice would be for the improv folk.
Yeah. Double down and...
Speaking of bad bits, though, have you watched the next videos I've sent you?
I kind of scrolled, but give me...
This guy blows my mind.
Okay.
He owns a curry house in London.
Yes.
And he films his guests eating without their permission. He just shows up and starts filming them.
For a review of the food?
Yes. And every single time he goes up to people, they're like so confused as to why. There was one that I didn't want to show because it was of a family and there was 2 kids. And I was like,
dude,
what
you gotta be
are
careful.
you doing, dude?
Okay, so this says best quality food and best price in central London. So, okay, he's trying
you have to watch you can watch like 30 seconds of this one, just get the awkwardness, and you can go through the next one. So pretty much all the same, basically, but...
Very good. Delicious.
Are you from?
We're from London.
Pardon?
We're from London.
London, which part of London?
We're North London, yeah, both of us. Both of us, North London.
What's name?
George.
Name, what's your name, young lady? How's the food?
Very good, thank you. Very good.
Yeah. Which one you order?
I can't remember, you suggested it.
Yeah, I'm suggested it.
So he films.
Which one was it?
And balti, prawn balti and chicken tikka dansak.
Yeah, it's very good.
Something different flavor.
Like he films vertically and then like turns the camera. It's such a boomer move.
Very delicious.
So that's funny because this one is pretty like harmless. You know what I mean? It's
This one was the most viewed, so I thought I'd show you this. If you go to the next one.
Okay, let me put this back.
The next one should be a guy from, I think, China or Japan.
Okay.
And he has absolutely no clue
This one did make me laugh.
what the fuck is going on.
Okay. This is crazy. This guy's got 4 comments and 2, like...
Yeah, he's relatively small.
This is niche.
He's trying to build his business.
How's your food? How's your food?
Oh, good.
You happy this place?
Yeah.
Lamb curry, how beautiful for you?
Happy.
Yeah?
Happy.
Rice?
Rice?
He's like, it's alright.
This is fresh bread we are making.
Does he even know he's being filmed?
I don't know.
Japan, arigato.
Japanese.
Yeah, you like London?
Huh?
You like London?
No.
You here.
Dude, just let him eat. He just wants to eat. Like, why does he want a camera in his face? Like, they're just trying to eat. He's like, leave me alone.
I don't know why he posted this one because, like, the guy was just saying, like, it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Rice is good. Yeah.
This isn't like
it's like it's all right.
The biggest endorsement.
It's not like mind blowing, but you know.
Wow. Okay.
This poor guy just wants to eat, and like he's sat alone. He's probably just wanting to have some time to himself.
My God. Yeah, you're right. He does the boomer move of he starts recording and then
and then he flips it.
What are we doing, man?
Yes, please.
Oh.
How you making him full Indian or half Indian?
So this woman gets a bit annoyed they're filming.
Are you taking a photograph of video?
Yeah,
photograph.
Because I talked to
You're doing a
him. Nice
photograph.
way, don't worry. Then.
No, we don't want an interview.
Okay.
We don't want an
So
interview.
she says, basically stop recording.
Yeah.
And he records for like another minute. And it's so strange. Like her husband starts talking.
Doesn't he say, I thought I heard him say something like, I'm talking to him. Wait.
For him only, but I'm cutting you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you got Indian children as well.
Boy in a go.
So I think what he just said was, I'm not talking to you, to the woman.
Oh, my Lord.
Let's run that back.
It's
See.
because she seems to be giving it a bit of hostility, which is
Yeah.
fair enough because I don't want a camera pointed in my face
please.
while I'm eating.
Oh.
How you making him full Indian or half Indian?
Are you taking a photograph of video?
Oh, so I think he thinks she's Indian. I guess maybe she is.
Right, full Indian or half Indian.
He said, she said, are you making him full Indian or half Indian?
Oh.
Yeah, because I talked to him. Nice way, don't worry. Then. You
No, we don't want an interview.
Okay.
We don't want an interview.
Interview.
So surely he should respect the fact that she's saying, please stop recording, basically. And he, like, talks to this guy for, like, another minute. The guy's very nice.
Ignores her, talks to the husband.
There's not really much more you can show of this one, really. But, like, he just talks about his kids and stuff and how he met his wife and stuff.
Wow.
This one was his latest video, and the woman here also gets annoyed at him filming.
Let's just play this back one more time because I just really want to hear what he says.
It's hard to
after she.
Also,
speaks.
I can't really hear from the speaker. I can't really.
Yes, please.
Oh.
I'm making him full Indian or half Indian.
Are you taking a photograph of me?
Yeah, because I talked to him. Nice way, don't worry. Then.
No, we don't want an interview.
Okay.
We don't want an interview.
Interview is a young man, not you. For him only. I'm cutting you.
Oh, okay.
It is. I don't mean this in a racist way. It is a bit hard to understand what he's saying.
He's being like a little bit sexist, but he's not saying "shut up, woman." He's just saying, "Well, if you don't want to be in it, I'll film him."
I'll interview him. Right.
Damn, I mean. All right. So this you say gets a little explosive.
Yeah, because they're obviously, the beauty of a curry house all the time is you get to go and drunk. You've had a few Stellas.
Of course.
And this guy's like, nah, I'm just going to record you, regardless of your preference.
Yeah, young lady.
I hope this curry's gold plated.
Yeah. How old are you, boy?
What?
How old are this boy? 55?
Why are you trying to sell him? Why are you videoing him?
Okay. Hey, which part of Wales?
No, what? No, we don't answer.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know what he says there. What did he say?
I don't know, but then she said don't answer.
Yeah, don't answer. But I rewatched that like 10 times and I don't know what he asks.
Why?
But she says don't answer.
This is gone. This is taking me.
Cool.
Okay. Oh, come on. Yes.
Are they going to take us hostage?
Hostage, yeah. She's a clever lady. She tells hostage people,
Yeah, I'm not fucking kidding.
Yeah, okay.
We're fine. Being held hostage. Oh, come on.
It's so uneasy.
He's the chef, eh?
Yes.
Chef coming, eh?
Why are you videoing me?
Okay. Thank you.
Isn't that the most bizarre thing you've ever seen?
What?
Whoa. Here's the thing. I can kind of relate because I do a lot of filming. Like every week I do 50% and I do this show and I'm on camera a lot. I struggle with my own appearance and I don't...
Sure.
And my sister, she loves to record everything. She's always pointing a camera in my face to get when I'm doing something a bit silly at home or when I'm out, when I'm with my nephew or something. And it's like, I've said to her tons of times, like, can you please not film me? Because I feel like I put enough of myself out there. And when you post it to your story, I don't know who's watching it. I don't know who follows you.
True.
I don't like it. It makes me feel uneasy. Does she listen? No, much like this man. And my sister's posted some things to me sometimes where I'm like, that's like inappropriate. That's like my personal thing that I'm doing. And
yeah,
I understand that. I don't like this idea of like being filmed. I feel like I do that enough per week. And with this show being like an hour and a half and 50% being like an hour, I'm doing like 2.5 hours of like footage per week of me talking and being on camera. Yeah. I appreciate it to not being like
be on camera.
Be on camera. Because whenever there's a camera pointing at me, I feel like I always go into like performance mode. And
for sure.
Yeah, that was apart from the burrito whistling guy, those were hard videos to get through. So thank you for that. Was like seven videos that were hard to get through, with the 8th video being a beautiful whistle. But this is just the random shit that comes up on my TL.
Yeah.
And
that's an interesting guy to watch. What's the name of that guy?
So it would be his curry house, I assume.
Advebad. I don't know exactly. I may have butchered that in 3 different ways, but yeah.
5,000 followers.
Small account, but I say keep an eye on this fella because that is some really interesting content.
There's tons of videos.
I'm fascinated. I really am.
When he filmed the family, I got uneasy because he's like asking the kids what they think. It's like, young lady, what do you think of the butter chicken? It's like, let the kid eat their food. Like,
you could ask that as the restaurant manager, but don't
film it
and upload it.
Like
Come
when we
on,
filmed
man.
at Dave & Buster's, like we tried super hard to like. There were like some kids running around. We tried very hard to like.
We did not want any kids on camera.
Get kids on camera out of like respect, and it does just seem like people out there just don't really like care.
Wow.
Look, it makes a funny account. I definitely got secondhand embarrassment from it, but
my gosh,
you can always count on me to bring those videos in.
Well, thank you, Connor.
My pleasure.
That was very enjoyable. I appreciated that.
My pleasure.
And okay, you know, can I make this point here? I don't know. I just want to say this last little point on the improv things.
Please go ahead.
I'm just looking at the accounts.
Please.
They all look like different accounts.
Please.
These.
I think there was one that I had 2 videos from, and then one I had from another account.
There's like 3.
Oh, it was free.
That I can see.
Yeah, so
I don't know if they're all doing a similar thing,
right?
But like different classes. But that's interesting. That
Yeah,
this is like a genre.
It's like a genre of thing. Yeah.
Is people uploading their?
That's the thing
their
about
improv
Instagram. Like
comedy?
you can create a genre. You can be whistling with your sentences and make a whole career out of it. You can be a bit of a cringy improv group, make a career out of it. You know what I mean?
World's worst swim instructor.
What? I'm supposed to be in the water? Nah.
Oh boy! Hey,
Not
1.6
the
million
worst.
views. That's
good for you.
Impressive.
I think those guys and the whistling burrito guy. I say thank you. I think you're
Well
great.
done.
But this guy who at the curry house filming his guests,
Yeah,
I
that
would
gets
say
a thumbs down, yeah.
respectfully, just like when you go out for a meal with like your partner or your friends, or you're eating by yourself
want
like that
all that.
lovely Japanese man. They probably just want to eat alone and don't want to be having a camera stuck in their face. So
wow,
that's that make of that what you will, but I think that's pretty far.
all right. Well, thank you for.
Ladies and gentlemen, the weekend.
Thank you, Conor, for being here, being a part of this show. Cheers
Of course,
to you, my beautiful
always,
co-host.
always.
Thank you, the audience out there, for tuning
Always
in.
and forever.
Coming on over for another episode of Saturday Night Live, Perth. But yes, that is all we've got for you today. Thank you. Sorry, let me run the outro. Thank you, good luck, and good night.
We'll play that back next week. Dan left Conor hanging with his beer.
Oh no. Well,
That's a clip for next week.
we can I'll make it up to you next week. Bye, y'all. Love ya. See you next time. Oh.
Please. 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 Please.
I'm here for a laugh.
Just let me please.
Please. Please.
Sticks!